Buck, I'm rowing. Let's go. Here, Rat.
Goose meat is good for sore feet.
I just got stung by a hornet.
Well, hurry up and put some ammonia on it.
I can't, he flew away.
Haven't I seen your face someplace before? Nope, it's always been right where it is now.
I came home last night and my wife was crying. She said the dog had eaten up a pie she made for me.
Did you comfort her?
Yeah, I told her, don't worry, dear, I'll get you another dog.
Mary, did I tell you about my brother who thought he was in love with an octopus?
He can't marry an octopus.
I know, that's what we told him. Now he wants to know what he can do with 8 engagement rings.
Just one thing better than chasing women, and that's catching them.
You know, Gordy, there's really only one way to make an honest living.
And what's that?
I didn't think you'd know.
Did you know that there's 60 million television sets in the country and only 45 million bathtubs?
What does that prove?
It proves that there are 15 million dirty people are watching television.
I spoke to you first in that restaurant, darling. Can you please tell me, have you frog legs, miss? You told me no, you didn't have frog legs. You said rheumatism makes me walk like this. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone.
Fanny Clopper of Chicago, Illinois, once learned all of the words of Old Man River backwards but couldn't sing it.
Where you been?
Down to the cemetery.
Somebody dead?
Yeah, all of them.
Hey, I got a little joke here for you. Did you hear about the worm in the cornfield that went in one ear and out the other?
Dang, a dog can't get a decent sleep around here.
Buck oil.
Well, today's gonna be my lucky day. We're gonna let the good times roll. Today's the day she's coming home to stay. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna meet my baby about 9:45. Gonna let the good times roll. Be at the station when the train pulls in. We're gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna be at the station when the train pulls in. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna see my baby come face to face. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna dance a little jig all over the place. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna walk right in, gonna sit right down. Gonna let the good times roll. When she gets here, we're gonna paint the town. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna be at the station when the train pulls in. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna kiss my baby, gonna hold it tight. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna hug her close with all of my might. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna lock the windows, gonna bar the doors. Gonna let the good times roll. She ain't never gonna leave no more. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna let the good times roll. Gonna be at the station when the train pulls in. Gonna let the good times roll.
I crossed a slot machine with a hyena.
What did you get?
I don't know, but when it took my money, it laughed at me.
As we look in on the lovable Culhane family of mythical Cornfield County, they are holding their annual balloon blowing contest.
You cheated. I had my balloon blowed up before anyone else, and you stuck it with that pen. I won't ever for 6 years. You cheated. Lulu Clem stuck my balloon with a pen, caused me to lose my championship. I ain't ever gonna blow up another balloon in this house.
Nobody likes a crybaby, Junior.
Well, I'll blow up one more. He did it again. He cheated. He cheated.
That's the balloon biz, Junior. It's dog eat dog. William won, I came in second, Grandpa's asleep, and you lost.
Tune in again next week when we'll hear Junior say,
Someone put mayonnaise in my underwear.
You know I love you terribly.
You certainly do.
A man who loves a beautiful woman is a lucky man. And a man who loves a flower is as crazy as a bedbug.
Wouldn't that dump your hat in the creek?
Here is Noble Bear doing a horse.
It's time for the HEE HAW players.
Caesar, I have never stood on ceremonies, yet now they fright me. A lioness hath whelped in the streets. Fierce fiery warriors fight upon clouds, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets, which drizzled with blood upon the Capitol.
Sounds like a lousy day. Let's stay home and watch the ball game.
Say, Grandpa, it took you all morning to haul that city slicker's car into town with the mule. How much did he pay you?
50 cents.
Boy, sometimes I wish you would do the work and let the mule handle the business end of things.
Yes, sir, Roy. I guarantee you that if you take one of my smart pills, you'll be smarter. They're $1 apiece.
Well, that's a lot of money for a pill, Doc. I hope they're worth it.
They are worth it. I guarantee them.
Well, that's funny. I don't feel any smarter.
Well, maybe you need another one. They're just $1 apiece. Try one more there.
Well, okay, Albert. Wait a minute, Doc. These pills ain't nothing but little green peas.
See there? Getting smarter already.
I like fish and popcorns and dogs and mud pies. I don't like thunderclouds, arithmetic, or girls.
Boy, has he got a lot to learn.
More people watch HEE HAW than professional snowball fights.
KORN reporter Charlie Farquharson here with another hot flash. I'll be all right in a minute. That'll be your Pentagon in Washington, where they're trying to cut something off the budget of the Defensive Department. Now, that'll be your offensive heads. They're not going to cut them off, but the government's trying to get all them fellas to disintegrate into the one service. See, the idea is to get all our soldiers and sailors and airplane fellas and Marines to wear the same uniform. I don't think that sounds too sanitary. It's not too bad for our armed fellas, but what about our armed girls? It's hard enough for them poor whacks and wavies to have to live in a big cold barracks. But you go and take away their uniforms and, well, what have they got? Now, if them Pentagon fellas wants to go around disintegrating people, why don't they start with your average Democrats and Republicans? You could give them fellas the same uniform. Nobody's been able to tell them apart for years.
HEE HAW salutes Wanamassa, New Jersey. Population 3,928.
Salute! The necktie was invented by Albert Foulard during a snowstorm.
Now here's the HEE HAW Amateur Minute.
My name is Cedric Whoppin. I won the state breath holding contest 3 years in a row. Tonight, I'm going to hold my breath till I turn blue. The old blue sure turns easy, and so do I.
Get him up. Get him up.
Don't give me that hook. I'm leaving anyway.
Here's Grandpa Jones.
Friends, this is my wife, Ramon. And we'll be here with the bells on. And see if you recognize this little tune here. It goes like this. Let's do it a little bit faster now, huh? Okay, here we go.
Is good for tired feet.
If you was gonna have rice, how would you like it? Fried or boiled?
I'd like it thrown at me.
Oh, I had to shoot my old coon dog this morning.
Was he mad?
Well, he was none too happy about it.
Here are the Hagers.
Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking my baby fortune, looking for a pot of gold. Things got bad, things got worse. I guess you know the tune. Oh Lord, stuck in low die again. I rode in on a Greyhound. I'll be walking out if I go. I'm just a passing through. Must have been 7 months ago. I ran out of time and money. It looks like they took my friend. Oh Lord, stuck in low die again. A man from the magazine, he said I was on my way. Somewhere I lost connection. I ran out of songs to play. I came in town, a one-night stands. Looks like my plans fell through. Oh Lord, stuck in low die again. If I only had $1 for every song I sing, every time I pass the place while people sit there drunk, you know I'd catch the next train back to where I live. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in low die again. Oh Lord, I'm stuck in low die again.
Well, Roy, how's everything?
Well, pretty good.
You want some tuck off the back there, I guess. Today, huh?
Just a little bit, not too much.
Wake up, String. Nobody sleeps in this barber shop.
Boys ain't left since the last time I was here.
Junior got his fingernails all cleaned out there.
Yeah.
With that Bowie knife. I wish we could afford one of them women, you know, that stays in the barber shop and they fix fingernails. What is she call them women?
Oh, that's a woman fingernail fixing.
Yeah.
I've seen them in the big towns.
Yeah, that's what it is.
How you doing with your boarding house?
Oh, had to sell it. That thing got on my nerves. I just decided to sell out. You know, we just had one phone out there in the hall, and I just got tired of answering that thing and saying, who in the hall do you want?
How much was you getting to stay there a week?
Well, nobody ever stayed a week.
I didn't see that.
We was getting $4 a day and meals thrown in.
Oh.
Yeah. Twice a day, we'd open up the door, just throw it to them.
Well, I know that. I stayed there one time, and that was enough for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the room was so small, every time I closed the doorknob got in bed with me.
That's the darn truth. You couldn't cuss a cat without getting your mouth full of hair.
Well, the last time I was there, I called down for a towel and never did get it.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but there's somebody else using it. And don't make fun of that hotel, Roy.
Didn't have to. It was made fun of long before I
Wait
got
a minute, boy. Remember, George Washington slept there.
Well, you could at least have changed the sheets in between him and me.
Sure you're reading the right cards?
I don't think I'm reading the right hotel. I'll tell you something else.
Yeah?
I didn't like all them mice in my room.
Well, if you didn't like all of them, why didn't you pick out the ones you didn't like and send them down, and we would have punished them?
Well, that room was so small, even the rats was hunchbacked. You know, by the way, how old was that building?
I don't know how old it was, but the insurance policy covered fire, windstorm, and Indian raids.
I guess I never should have married my husband. The day I married him, I was down in the dumps.
You should have looked someplace else.
Wouldn't that cock to your dang pistol?
I crossed the road without looking.
What'd you get?
Run over.
Why are you whopping your mouth? Lukey just kissed me, and you're whopping it off? Golly, no, I'm rubbing it in.
A German Shepherd is a native of Argentina.
Johnny West.
I won't say you won't ever stumble, but I'm clinging to my baby's hand. I won't say he won't bring me trouble, but I won't say I won't understand. I won't say he'll love me forever, 'cause forever's a long, long time. But I will say he will never ever say she was never mine. Tomorrow could be forever away. Still I'd love him
coming up.
Isn't it hard to take advice from people who need it more than you do?
What you say? Oh, I thought you... Archie, I don't know whether you remember Uncle Dan or not, do you, Uncle Dan?
I remember. Yeah,
well, he was a truck driver, you know, and I remember one time they got lost. Him and another fella was in the truck, and it was a foggy night, and they drove and drove. They was way up in North Dakota somewhere, and they drove and drove and drove, and they got plumb over into Canada, you know, and they was driving along and didn't know where they was at, and finally, Uncle says, well, I believe we better go in this place here and find out where we're at. Ask them what town we're in. So they went in there and sat down, and the waitress come over, and Uncle says, say, girlie, what town are we in? And she says, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. And he looked over to the other fellow and said, boy, we've done it now. We've gone so far they don't even speak English. And you know, he said that said, you think that the mosquitoes are bad down south. Said, you ought to see them up there. Said, there's one of them old mosquitoes that's got so much of my blood every Father's Day he sends me a greeting card.
Here's Roy Clark.
Seems the love I've known has always been the most destructive kind. Guess that's why now I feel so old before my time. Yesterday, when I was young, the taste of life was sweet as rain upon my tongue. I teased at life as if it were a foolish game. The way the evening breeze may tease a candle flame, the thousand dreams I dreamed, the splendid things I planned, I always built to last on weak and shifting sand. I live by night and shun the naked light of day, and only now I see how the years ran away. Yesterday, when I was young, so many happy songs were waiting to be sung. So many wild pleasures lay in store for me, and so much pain my dazzled eyes refused to see. I ran so fast that time and youth at last ran out. I never stopped to think what life was all about, and every conversation I can now recall concerns itself with me and nothing else at all. Yesterday, the moon was blue, and every crazy day brought something new to do. I used my magic age as if it were a wand, and never saw the waste and emptiness beyond. The game of love I played with arrogance and pride, and every flame I lit too quickly died. The friends I made all seemed somehow to drift away, and only I am left on stage to end the play. There are so many songs in me that won't be sung. I feel the bitter taste of tears upon my tongue. The time has come for me to pay for yesterday. when I was young.
Why, I'd rather kiss a stranger than smoke a cigarette in public.
Well, so would I, but it's not always easy to find a stranger.
The drum was invented by Hollis P. Whitaker on a bus between Albany and Troy, New York, during a rainstorm in 1949.
Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper? Red-eye gravy along with squab and cut-off corn and corn on the cob and dandelion leaves and slippery elm splits, and you finish it off with hominy grits. Yum, yum!
I just can't wait for the leftovers.
You know, if men really preferred blondes, there wouldn't be any brunettes left in 6 weeks. Make that 3 weeks.
It's the wise man who stores up nuts for the winter season. It's the fool who hangs around squirrels hoping for a handout.
Here's Noble Bear doing a little frog.
You don't have to hang from a tree to be a nut.
Here's Noble Bear doing a big frog. Noble Bear has a frog in his throat.
Here's Hank Williams, Jr.
Way down yonder in the bio country in dear old Louisiana. That's where lives my Cajun baby, the fairest one in the land. Her teeth are white and pearly, hair black as coal. Wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder in the bio country in dear old Louisiana. My heart's been sad and lonely since the day I left her side. But today I got her letter, said she'd be my Cajun bride. Gonna go and wed my Cajun baby and live by the old bayou. Eat a lots of shrimp and crawfish right around in my old pirogue. Way down yonder in the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. That's where lives my Cajun baby, the first one in the land. Her teeth are white and pearly, hair black as coal. Wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder in the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. Before the sun goes down this evening, I'll be on my way to see my Cajun baby, and there I'm gonna stay. On a Saturday night we go dancing and listen to the fiddle. Oh, Lord, I got me a Cajun baby just living and loving by the old bayou. Way down yonder in the bayou country in dear old Louisiana. That's where lives my Cajun baby, the fairest one in the land. Her teeth are white and pearly, hair black as coal. I wouldn't trade my Cajun baby for the world's gold. Way down yonder in the bayou country in dear old Louisiana.
The secret number this week is 18.
Hello. We'll be right back. Hello. Hee haw!
It hurts when I do this.
Well, then don't do that.
Doc, it hurts when I do this.
Well, don't do that.
Isn't this fun?
Doc, it hurts when I do this.
Well, don't do that.
That'll learn him, darn him.
It's New Year's Eve in Cornfield County, and we find the Culhanes preparing to welcome in 1970 with a bang. We listen as Lulu says,
What time is it?
60 minutes past 11.
Must be near midnight then.
Well, we don't have a clock. How do you know it's 60 minutes past 11, Grandpa?
I tell time by sticking a ear of corn in my ear.
Then you have 3 ears.
Well, let's get on with the party and welcome the new year in with a bang.
Bang!
I can't wait till next New Year's Eve.
tune in next week when we'll hear Junior say,
My pet frog was seen in Baltimore.
Well, I reckon the train will be a-coming by any time now, Gordy.
How do you know, Arch?
I just seen the engineer's dog trot by.
Dottie West.
Should be happy with your money and your name, and hide myself in sorrow while you play your cheating game. But silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles can't mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. No, you can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles can't mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles can't mend this heart of
Say, I've been working for you a long time, and I'd kind of like to get next week off.
Yeah, well, what's up?
Well, my girlfriend's going on her honeymoon, and I'd kind of like to tag along.
You know, it's the law of gravity that keeps us here on the earth.
I wonder how we stuck here before the law was passed.
Hey, Buck, did you ever figure that a feller spends the first half of his life listening to his mother asking where he's going, and the second half of his life listening to his wife asking where you been?
A wedding ring ain't nothing but a one-man band.
Yes, sir. I'm proud to say I'm a self-made man.
I believe you done knocked off work too early.
Whoa, run that by me again.
Yes, sir. I'm proud to say I'm a self-made man.
I believe you done knocked off work too early.
Grandpa, why aren't you living over at Casey's boarding house anymore?
Well, the first week I was there, the pig died and we had pork all the week. Then the next week, the cow died and we had beef all the week. The next week, Casey wasn't feeling so good, and that's when I left.
That's more corn you have in the corn crib.
Now it's time for the Hee Haw Amateur Minute.
My name is Enid Thatcher, and I'm going to throw all 15 of these balls into the air at one time.
What do you want for a quarter? I didn't tell you I was going to catch him. I just throw him in the air.
Here are Buck and Roy.
I'm a picket. And I'm a green.
Roy, what, Buck?
I hear that your daughter is going to marry an X-ray doctor.
Yeah? Seems that he's the only one who can see anything in her. You know, me and my dog's been going to obedience school.
How's it working out?
Oh, great. Every time he barks, I roll over. Are you living a life of quiet desperation?
No, I'm married.
I crossed an alligator with a pound to start.
What did you get?
A good stiff belt.
You know, I saw a talking parrot yesterday.
What happened?
I walked up, I said, "Can you talk, stupid?" And he said, "Yeah, can you fly, dummy?"
Hey, let's sing one.
Going up to on a run, going up to my gun, going up to my girl.
Uncle Nabob is still chasing women. But it's just like a dog chasing a train. He wouldn't know what to do with it if he caught it.
That's indeed a triumph of mind over matter.
Yeah, I didn't mind because you didn't matter.
Charlie Farquharson here with some KORN advice to the lovely Lorne. Y'all have never done this kind of thing before, so look out, Ann Glanders and Royella. Question. Is it permissible to hold hands with a young man on a first date? Permissible? My God, it's often necessary. Question 2. Should an engaged couple have relations before they get married? Well, that's a darn fool question. Of course they have to have relations. Who else is going to help pay for the reception?
The wreck that we had while driving to market, with all of those damages, I sure was stuck. I said, "Is a car coming?" You said, "No, my darling." I drove on the highway and got hit by a truck. Well, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I'd found true love. You met another and you was gone.
Eating golf balls is illegal in Madison, Wisconsin.
Here's Hank Williams, Jr.
I feel like a stranger in this home I built for you. And I can't understand this awful change you're going through. rather be gone than in your way. I'd rather be gone than in your way. I'd rather see someone else here in my place. And if I decide on leaving, my world will end today. But I'd rather be gone than in your way. I'd rather be gone than in your way. I'd rather see someone else here in my place. And if I decide on leaving, my world will end today. But I'd rather be gone than in your way. I'd rather be gone than in your way.
I got a little joke here for you. My cat has 9 lives, but my frog croaks every minute.
Mud puddles aren't as much fun as they used to be.
Hey, Gordy?
Yes, Archie?
Be all right if I pay for these groceries with a check?
Archie, I wouldn't cash a check for my mother.
Well, I guess you know your family better than anybody else.
Now, wouldn't that put your tail up over your back?
Yeah, we live so far back there in the hills of Kentucky, we didn't get the Grand Ole Opry till Wednesday night down there. We live so far back, ain't nobody behind us. Boy, you're way back.
That's
you know,
far back.
That's as far as you can get. Let's see what it says. Say plumb nearly Kentucky, plumb nearly. That's where I come from, plumb nearly. And that's right, too, plumb out of town and nearly out of the country. Say, we was glad to get your letter saying you wouldn't be home for a long time. They take a lot of me up there, don't they? Say, everybody misses you here. They all miss me up there. Yeah. Say, they have laid off half of the police force since you left. Somebody missed me. You know, when me and the policeman had a rough time up there, I stand up there one day in the corner, I had a pistol in one hand and a parachute in another. Big policeman come out and said, Stringbean, why you got a parachute in one hand and a pistol in another? I said, I don't know where to cut across the street or shoot up the alley like that.
You know, more people die each year of natural causes than anything else. Now let's all get together and stamp out natural causes.
HEE HAW salutes Medicine Lodge, Kansas, population 3,072.
Salute!
Two men are in love with me, Murray and George, and I don't know who will be the lucky one.
Murray will marry you, and George will be the lucky one.
I told the judge I wasn't drunk, that I'd just been a drinking a little.
Did he give you 30 days?
No, he gave me a month.
Here's Noble Bear, Dungy Mockingbird. Sounds a whole lot like Robin. I don't think it sounded anything at all like Robin.
I tossed a puzzle with a riddle.
What'd you get?
Confused.
Doctor, our little boy just swabbed the key to our house. What'll I do?
Why don't you try crawling through the bedroom window?
Buck oils.
Cling, cling, 5-5-4-4 fun. I smell smoke in the auditorium. Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
That's him on his knees. I know that's him yelling 7 come 11 down in the boys' gym. Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Who's always writing on the wall? Who's always goofing in the hall? Who's always throwing spitballs? Yeah, who?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Walked in the classroom cool and slow. Who call it English teacher daddy? Oh, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
Who's always writing on the walls? Who's always goofing in the halls? Who's always throwing spitballs? Yeah, who?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Walk in the classroom cool and slow. Who call it English teacher Annie? Oh, Charlie Brown, he's a clown. That Charlie Brown, he's gonna get caught. Just you wait and see.
Why is everybody always picking on me?
You'll have a great time. I've got 3 tickets to the movies.
Why 3?
For your mother and your father and your kid brother.
Yeah, don't they jump on you once in a while? Somebody criticize you for drinking too much?
Yeah, sometimes they get to thinking we drink too much down around home. And they'll come down, you know, and conduct meeting and, and talk about sin and things like that, you know, when they get us to preach around to us. And
how bad it is for you.
Yeah, how bad it is for us. And the other day they come down there, and this feller did, and he got up and he said, now, just to show you, you know, the difference. And it said, I can take just a plain bucket of water and a bucket of liquor and just set them out there in the field. And said, just watch in front of the mule, and said, this, do you know which one that the mule will drink first? And some of the sisters in the crowd got up and said, yeah. I said, he drank the water first. Well, he looked around at me and said, you know how come? And I raised up and I told him, yeah, I know how come, because he was a jackass.
Well, that about does it for 1969, Roy.
Yeah, and I never saw a year go by so slow, except maybe 1948.
That was a slow year?
Yeah, that was the year I got my foot caught in a bear trap for 6 months. Boy, that was a slow year.
Listen, why don't you just wish everybody a happy new year?
Okay. Happy.
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 Merry. Happy.
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 New Year!
Appearing on HEE HAW tonight, Archie Campbell, Gordy Tack, Don Heron, Janine Riley, Grandpa Jones, Lulu Roman, Junior Sample, Janella Hutton, The Hager, Mary Taylor, Diana Scott, Stringbean, Kathy Baker, Kingfish the Wonder Dog, Todd Rich and the Buckaroos and the Nashville Edition. Yesterday When I Was Young was previously recorded.
Gee, the show went by fast tonight.